What's going on, guys? It's Jack with Talking Ball, and welcome back, Duke fans. We have some more breaking news here this evening. I was just taking my Friday afternoon nap. I woke up, I find out Tyrese Proctor is heading to the NBA draft. It looks like, from what I saw, he's firmly entering the draft. He won't be, potentially coming back, but if that changes, I will provide an update. First, I want to spend a little bit of time talking about Tyrese, his future in the NBA, and then I'll get into what I think this means for Duke in the 2025-26 and how their roster shapes out. So, Proctor, listen, the way it ended this season, the way it ended last season, not ideal. Not the way Proctor surely wanted it to end. However, with that being said, this is a guy who came to Duke. He reclassified. He came to Duke a year early. He came to Duke from Australia. The second Aussie that I can remember. Shout out Jack White. And his freshman year was up and down. He had the option to leave then for the NBA draft. He chose to come back. His sophomore year was more of the same, up and down, injuries as well. And after that season, there was certainly a big opportunity for him to look to transfer, and he decided to come back. And he had an awesome junior season overall. Just really became a much more consistent shooter. His defense, I think, went to another level this past season. He became an awesome perimeter defender. And his 3-point shooting, as I just mentioned, he's more consistent. But man, what he did in the first weekend of the NCAA tournament was just outstanding. His ability to be the leader, or one of the leaders, maybe I should say, but I think he was the leader of this Duke team. Really says a lot about Proctor, because this was one of the more special Duke teams and more connected Duke teams that I can remember watching in over 20 years of watching Duke basketball. And he was the leader, and you have to give him a lot of credit for that, for the culture he along with Foster and some of the veteran guys helped establish in the summer, and how successful of a team this was. So we're gonna really miss Tyrese Proctor and wish him all the success in the NBA. I think whatever team gets him, he's gonna be a great like 3-and-D type guard, and I think he's gonna have a very successful NBA career. Now for Duke, what do I think this means? We're starting to see some of the puzzle pieces come together for the 2025-26 roster, and you look at what's happened in the past couple of days. We're starting to see decisions being made. So let's go through in chronological order. We had Knipple. I think we all knew that was going to happen. He entered the NBA draft. Caleb Foster announces he's coming back. So now we've got two guys who can play the point guard position with Foster and Caden Boozer. Sheldon Henderson decommitted from Duke, so we're down to a 3-man freshman class. And Nate Ament looks like, instead of going to Duke, it looks like he's going to go to Tennessee. So now with Proctor entering the draft, I do think this means there's a higher likelihood that Isaiah Evans comes back next season and plays a bigger role for the Blue Devils. I think there's a chance. I think there's a decent chance Darren Harris comes back and has a rotation spot for the Blue Devils as well. And I think this is shaping up for Duke to get a bigger wing forward type player, someone between 6'6" to 6'8" from the transfer portal, unless something crazy happens. But I think that's more likely where we're heading, and a real legit starter in that position, along with another big. And I think that's where we'll settle in for the roster. And that is assuming Gangba and Malik Brown both come back. So I'll be covering all the news here on Talking Ball. What happens, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let's see how the rest of this roster shapes out. We've got about 8 days until the transfer portal closes, and then we'll have a real sense of at least who are the guys who are going to be returning. And then from there, we can figure out, if they haven't done so already, who are going to be the new guys coming in from the portal, and how does the freshman class finish out? Because, at this point, there are no guarantees. Until next time, peace.